is Ian Miller,
What's going on, guys? It's Andrew.
and welcome to another episode of Media Talk with Miller and Smith. Tonight, we actually have a slew of topics to go through. First and foremost, let's actually go through the most talked about trailer right now, Fast X. They released it today, and it's stunning. It's fantastic. Let's go into a discussion.
Yeah, I watched it earlier today. From the first second to the end, it just they they pretty much just blew my mind. Um, I'm glad everyone's coming back for the movie. Um, Especially with Jason Momoa as the bad guy. He actually looks pretty good as the as the bad guy in this one.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's a huge difference from obviously Aquaman, but yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
crazy.
yeah, and if I'm sure a lot of people caught this, but as you saw for a lot of the Fast and Furious fans out there, um, if you saw there was a direct connection to actually Fast Five,
Yeah,
where Toretto and Brian were doing that job in oh my God, the country escapes me.
was it
Rio,
Brazil?
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Was it Rio, something like that?
yeah.
Um, so they were pulling off that job in Rio and doing the safe and everything, and then there was the direct connection to Jason Momoa
Oh
in
yeah,
that scene where obviously we didn't know that until they added that in, obviously, but he has a direct connection either to the main bad guy, who's either probably his son, I'm guessing, or
yeah,
a direct connection to someone who died. So we don't know, but there's a direct connection from that movie, and he's definitely out for revenge for Dom and his family.
yeah. This is the thing what I love about revenge stories. They take it to another level.
Hmm.
Definitely reminds me of obviously the seventh film with Jason Statham. Where
Hmm.
he's just trying to take away Dom's world, but this guy, is going above and beyond that.
Hmm.
So it's very exciting to see this type of revenge story, and you really get the feeling that somebody's not going to come back from this.
Yeah, you kind of saw in that clip a little bit where Dom was holding his necklace and there was like blood on it.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's not who we think it is, but
yeah,
I don't know.
it's tough. It's tough. It's tough because you know he really thought he lost Letty.
Hmm.
In the fourth film, then to find out that she's alive. And the last film we saw her kind of like, let's be ourselves, be who we used to be. And he's like, no, let's not, because we have a good life now. We have a son, we have a family to think about, and she's just loves the danger. But I think in this one, she's gonna get the idea, well, like, maybe Don's right. Maybe we should step away from this life because we've seen the consequences of this. But I don't think she's there yet. I think that's gonna happen like in the middle of the movie, but
Hmm.
we'll see. But yeah, the villain's coming after everybody. Nobody's gonna be safe.
Well, yeah, because as you see, well, as you know, like that most of that team was from Fast Five,
Yeah,
so the whole team almost did that job. I mean, obviously they didn't have Ramsey in there. Um, and who else? Letty obviously wasn't in that.
yeah,
Um, Letty and Mia was there, obviously. But Han, oh yeah, Han was there. But technically it's Ramsey who was pretty much the only one that wasn't there.
yeah,
Uh, but I guess it doesn't really matter since revenge is revenge, as you saw, and doesn't matter who was there or not. It just takes down the whole family.
yeah. And another thing we got to see of at towards the end of the trailer was a certain fight between two characters, Cypher and Letty. We've wanted that for a while now.
But you have to you have to think, what were they both doing there in the first place, and why is Ramsey's face all like,
Yeah, that gives
was,
brings an excellent point. What
was
the
that
hell's going on?
from the last movie where with her face, or I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, just a lot to cover in this one. Yeah, Jason Statham back, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, he's always great. We have um, we have Dom's brother. He's back.
He's back on the good side. But
Yes, which is very tiring, but okay.
I swear, if Jason Momoa ends up turning up good, like all the other villains in this
Yeah,
franchise, go
well,
crazy.
yeah.
Because I mean, the only one that really stayed bad was Cypher. So,
Well, she's a crazy bitch. So yeah, she's crazy.
but I mean, if he ends up turning bad, I'm sorry. If he ends up
Yeah,
turning good, I
yeah.
mean,
That's it. That's it.
whole
That's
that's
absolutely it.
we've seen this before. I
Yeah,
mean, can't keep going back to the same ones where these bad guys end up turning it bad and getting revenge on Dom and then turning good, in the end of the movie. So
God, it's like the Spy Kids films all over again. Yeah, those villains can be good at the end of it. I'm like, come on, somebody stay bad.
yeah, but I want to go back to your point that you said about families, everything. I mean, if you look back in the first movie, in the very first movie, um, Dom never really had that. I mean, he had Letty. I mean, and then he had, all like three other people like Vince and then the
Yeah,
other two. He never really had
yeah,
real family like like Tez and Roman and all those guys, and he never really had a son. So through all these movies, he's gained a whole family, which he's never really had before, and he wants to keep that, like he's done in all the other movies.
yeah. But the idea that you might lose your family because of what you did in the past, that has to like carry a lot of weight because you can't really come back from that.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just hope no one dies, but um,
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy that just to say that.
yeah, I mean, and you have Brie Larson, the great Brie Larson, now in the film, and we still don't know who she's playing. So they're keeping that hush hush.
Yeah,
So
I am very, very worried that it's gonna be a Toretto sibling. I'm like, come on, guys. I hope it's not. I hope at least it's Brian's sister. I would like to see that just to be different.
put it on the O'Connor side. I mean, really, if they're not gonna have Brian in the movie, at least someone related to Brian. I mean,
Yeah, you just yeah.
but
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know where this is gonna go. It's just exciting.
I don't know. But I mean, if you guys saw the trailer, give us your thoughts on it.
Yeah,
Um, what do you think is gonna happen, or who you don't or don't want to do or don't want to die? Well, obviously, no one wants anyone to die,
but
but
just give us a thought. Who's gonna die?
yes,
Who do you think is gonna die?
hopefully no one does. And if where you think the story might go in the last movie, which will be in 2024. So
Yeah.
give us all your thoughts on the trailer and what you thought of it, and just anything, any thoughts that you have, really.
Just anything at all. So the movie comes on May. Go and see it if you were a fan
Right.
of this franchise.
2023. Yeah, and I believe tickets are actually went on sale today, I believe. So
So we had to get our tickets then.
we get our tickets 3 months in advance. So we'll figure that out as well.
Okay. Another exciting thing happened today. They released the poster for the Flash.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, you just see the backside of the Flash, but guess where he is? In the Batcave. And who's Batcave? Michael Keaton's Batcave. That's right. You get a hint of the Batwing, the new Batwing that's designed for this movie, and it's just exciting. And the caption underneath the Flash says "Worlds collide."
Which I'm pretty sure they're talking about Flashpoint. So
Yeah, Flashpoint. If you guys haven't read the comic or seeing the show, where the hell have you been? But I'll give you a brief idea what Flashpoint is. Flashpoint spoilers. I will spoil some things, and if you don't like spoilers, please, I advise you to stop the episode now.
Actually, no. If you don't like spoilers, just hit the mute button.
Or
or,
that,
or you
either
can
way.
stop the video. Or you can stop the video. Either one. You were you were saying.
Yeah. Flashpoint is all about Barry Allen making probably the most selfish decision he could make, but he had a good intention, and that was to go back in time and prevent his mother's murder. But unfortunately, it has serious consequences to this because creates an alternate reality where things are drastically different from the one he's known.
Hmm.
And the TV show is very different, obviously, but in the comics, because he's a member of the Justice League, it's really hardcore because you have Thomas Wayne as Batman, and Bruce is murdered, and Martha Wayne is actually the Joker. Superman never landed in Kansas. He actually crashed in Metropolis and was held by the government for years. And you have Diana, Wonder Woman, going to war with Arthur, Aquaman. And London is the new Themyscira. So all hell's breaking loose. And of course, Reverse Flash is just loving this because there's a line from the comic where he says, Barry, you're the bad guy. And all because Barry did this one thing because he really wanted to see his mom again. Understandable.
Hmm.
If
Yeah.
Bruce had given this opportunity to see his parents again, he would have taken it. Hell, they even mentioned in the Flash episode where the team with Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, came in and said, Barry, I would have done this if I were you. So yeah, that's what the movie is going to be about. It's going to take elements of Flashpoint there. Obviously, it's going to be a different, than the comic, and it's going to reset the DCU, which was eventual, but still very exciting. Very exciting because we get to see him. We get to see Michael Keaton as Batman, Ben Affleck as Batman. General Zod is in it. Supergirl. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's the one I'm actually more curious about of how they're going to use General Zod in that movie. Because
Yeah,
as we saw in Man of Steel, he's dead.
yeah. But again,
So
different world, probably
yeah,
alternate reality. So it's going to be interesting. But that comes out on June 16th, which is a little is a little callback to some of the Bat fans. You guys know what I'm talking about. One of the Batman movies was released on this particular date on June 16th. So yeah, so it's a nice little callback. But we've been reading a lot of the comments from obviously social media that people are just excited about this. Mostly just excited about just not just having a Flash movie, but having two Batmans in the movie. Batman.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much what you want. I mean, one of the like pretty much the best Batmans in the pretty much ever.
Yeah.
You know, in the live action, I should say. Are in this movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got Ben Affleck, who I know years back when he got casted, didn't think he was going to be that great,
I
but
know it. I know it. I know it.
of course you did. You're a believer.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I mean, he did a really great job in the movies, and obviously your specific favorite, Michael Keaton. So
Yeah.
uh,
I grew up with him, him obviously and Kevin Conroy, reasons I love the character,
yeah,
because I did see Batman Returns as a kid, but again, I was little, but this is when you actually get going to, you know, these type of movies with your parents. But I
yeah,
still remember that experience.
yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be fun. Seeing how he's gonna reset the DCU. What Michael Keaton's role, I guess, as a mentor to him, I guess, or it's going to be Ben Affleck. We don't know. But
I think Barry's gonna get lessons from both of them
yeah,
because they both had different experiences. Obviously, Ben's Batman has 20 years experience. I think Michael's Batman, I think might have 30 plus year experience. So you're gonna see some similarities, but also some differences.
yeah, true. That's true. But yeah, like you said, it comes out June 16th. It's going to be a fun movie. All the reasons you explained for Flashpoint. So check it on June 16th. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I just might collect some of the merchandise from Flash.
And of course, I have my Flash sweatshirt on here. So
Yeah,
given the occasion, so when the Flash posts are released. So
yeah.
uh,
Also, speaking about the Flash, real quick, we didn't get to do our episode one reaction, but we will do it during this upcoming week. So
right, we'll probably figure out what we'll do. We'll probably watch the episode on here.
yeah,
And give us, as we go through the episode, we'll give you our reactions on it. As the episode goes on, then we'll talk about it a little bit afterwards. So
absolutely.
tune in for that when we announce it. So that should be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So another topic we wanted to bring up, which got posted a couple days ago, was that a few there will be a few Disney and Pixar sequels in development. Um, so there is that. There are a couple movies that are going to be made into sequels, more movies. You'll
Okay.
have Zootopia, that's going to be Zootopia 2.
All right.
You'll have Frozen 3.
That was to be expected.
That was to be expected. We weren't sure on that. And then Inside Out 2, I believe, which was another movie that they were releasing.
I think they did greenlit that one much earlier, I believe.
Yeah,
So
I think I looked it up earlier today that they are releasing it on
yeah,
they did greenlight it for another movie.
yeah.
Um so they have that, and then this one I'm not too I don't believe that they should have done this.
What?
I mean, I think they should have just ended it right where it is. They are releasing a Toy Story 5. So and you can see by the look of his face, people, that he's in utter shock.
What?
He's been busy, so he hasn't really caught up on everything yet.
What?
Yeah,
Seriously?
they
Toy
are
Story 5?
they are releasing Toy Story 5. Yes,
Did they not see the fourth one or the third one?
I'm sure they saw the third one and the fourth one, and then they're like, these two got great reviews. Why not make another one?
Oh my
So,
god. They do
um,
know Woody went with Bo Peep, right? They do know that.
I'm sure they do. Yes, well, obviously they do.
Oh god. They let it die, please. I don't
um,
think the story needs to be continued because it was a perfect ending.
It was a perfect ending. They should have ended the franchise right there.
Oh god.
Obviously, they are not ending the franchise. They are expanding it more into another movie. Um,
Oh god.
and Tim Allen has confirmed that he will return as Buzz. So
Well, I sincerely hope so because a lot of people were upset with the Chris Evans Lightyear movie. I don't think they were upset with his
and
performance, but I think they were just upset about the movie altogether.
yeah, I mean, from what I saw, I mean, I'm pretty sure Chris Evans did a great job as Buzz. But you can't really add him back into this Toy Story mix, as they say. But from your face, you are not happy, and yes, Tim Allen will be back as Buzz. um, and whether Tom Hanks will be back as Woody, we don't know. That has not been rumored, or that has not been confirmed, or anything like that. So we will stay we will update you if that ever comes up, or if he will, or if he confirms that he will be back. We
I apologize, folks, for my making faces. I apologize.
you
I'm
are
getting,
just you are just envisioning.
I'm generally shocked because I really thought this franchise was at a good close, closing chapter with it. The fourth movie, I could have
Mhm.
been fine with the third movie ending because the third movie came out when Smith and I had just graduated high school and went to college. We were pretty much going to college the same time Andy was going to college.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so
Much.
then I heard we were getting a fourth one. I was like, okay, all right, I will accept that. Then we get to see Buzz and Woody say goodbye.
Mhm.
So to see, you know, a fifth movie kind of reconning the fourth movie, it's just like a stamp in the back. I mean, come on, guys. Couldn't you just come up with another, exciting movie? I know a lot of the last two movies that you did. I know that the Strange Worlds didn't do that much in the box office, but I mean, come on, seriously, give us
Yeah,
something new, or at least, and this is just a thought. Why'd you do a Rocketeer animated movie?
there you go.
You got a
See,
lot of fans waiting for a sequel for that, but yeah, why'd you do that instead of another Toy Story 5? Or better yet, get Brad Bird to do another Incredibles 3 movie.
I would like to see that. I mean,
Yes, but even
obviously,
if if it's just Incredibles 2 that we get, I'm fine with that too. But please stop milking these franchises.
yeah. I, I was when I saw it, I was like, I'm like, okay, you have these endings, and you're making another one. I mean, plus in Toy Story, you don't have the voices of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head anymore.
No, because they both have passed on.
Yeah, they both have passed on. So that would maybe another reason why I didn't want to make it. But I mean, I guess they
Oh,
could use audio voices or whatever the recordings and stuff they could use.
also Slinky, yeah, the actor who played Slinky had passed away.
Oh yes, that's true too. Yes, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so guys,
reasons for that as
seriously,
well.
this was I understand your reasons of why you want a fifth one. You probably have a pretty good story in there, but there comes a time where you need to just let things go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm now I'm just more curious of what they're gonna do now. I mean,
Yeah,
how they're gonna make this into a movie since for right now, Woody is no longer in the story. But if you do make another movie, how do you not have Woody in the movie?
yeah, it'd be unfair to the fans.
Exactly. I mean, you have all these kids who have grown up or admired Buzz and Woody when they were younger,
Yeah,
and then if you add a movie without Woody and not but and without Woody and just Buzz, I mean that's you. It's not the duo that you want. I mean, it's just a single.
yeah.
I mean,
It's just it would just be a cheat. You're just cheating the fans, and you just like I said, twisting the knife. Just yeah. Well, either way, I wish them well. I'm really hesitant about Toy Story 5, but I'm sure the other sequels will be just big hits. I'm pretty sure of that.
yeah. I mean, Zootopia was a hit through the first movie, so I'm sure they'll continue their adventures in Zootopia. Frozen. I don't know what the story will be with that, so we'll see whenever the story comes up or when it gets released. So I
I'm
don't know.
pretty sure at some point there's going to be a Broadway musical of that as well.
Oh,
We already had the first one turned into a musical, so why not two and three? Why not that?
oh, true. Why not?
Since Broadway's pretty much becoming Hollywood these days.
Yeah. So I don't know. But we'll see what they come up with. Um, Disney has been creative, so we'll see.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Strange Worlds, so I don't know how creative that was, but I'm still curious about that. So I'll probably see that by myself.
Yeah, I never saw it either, so maybe I'll check it out, maybe not. I'll see.
Yeah,
But yeah, so there's that. So we'll see what happens with that, and then last just one more thing I wanted to cover was just obviously the Super Bowl coming out on Sunday.
yeah,
Uh, all you football fans, I know you're gonna be tuning into TV, having snacks or whatever, and just watching Chiefs and Eagles. So I'm not gonna touch a lot on it since I covered it in the last 2 episodes or so, or last few weeks. But should be a fun game. Obviously everyone's gonna root for whoever they want to root for. So um, it should be fun. Fun game. I always look forward to the commercials. That's pretty
yeah.
much why I watch it. But
Right. Yeah, but the interesting thing is we're gonna be seeing trailers for our movies that are coming out this summer.
sure,
In Super Bowl,
that
so
is
it's exciting.
that is true. So we'll keep a lookout for the commercials and the movie trailers. So should be fun with that.
Yeah,
So yeah, so Super Bowl um 57 um starts at 6:30. So tune in then. So it
yeah,
should be fun.
absolutely. And also in the next episode, we're actually gonna do a little bit of a discussion of Magnum PI, which
Mhm.
returns actually on new network NBC.
Yeah.
I do a little comparison between the reboot and obviously the original. Because Smith's never seen the original, so I'm gonna give him a little idea what to expect of that.
Yeah, guys, please
It's
don't
gonna be
hate
coming
me.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys, please don't hate me. Whoever saw Magnum PI, whoever loved it, all you Magnum fans out there, don't hate me if I didn't see it. Um, so I apologize in advance.
yeah. So a lot of stuff to look forward to, especially the next episode. So we'll be covering the Flash and also doing a little comparison of the Magnum PI. So give it an eye for that.
Yeah, and then in the next episode we'll also discuss on the Blacklist actually being canceled after 10 seasons.
Yeah,
Um,
we're gonna go in more depth with that, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, we'll discuss. Should it have gone this long? Should the story have ended sooner? Um, you know, James Spader is a great actor. He was one of the reasons why I watched the show. So we'll get into more depth with that. Um, and I'll just talk about should it have ended when the lead actress left. So we'll discuss
yeah,
more into that as well.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
tune into that one as well next week.
Yeah. Well, I think that's gonna be it for us for tonight. As always, it's always a pleasure entertaining you guys. And as always, please like and subscribe and enjoy the game.
Yes, yes. Please hit the subscribe button. We need all the subscribers. Please comment on anything we talked about tonight. It doesn't matter what it was, topics or the Fast and Furious, the Super Bowl, anything. Just comment and just hit the subscribe button, and we'll go over it as much as we can. So please just keep tuning in, and we thank you guys for who's ever keeps tuning in each week. So we thank you. We thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you. Well, once again, I'm Ian Miller,
I'm Andrew Smith.
and this has been Media Talk with Miller and Smith. Have a good night, folks.
Good night, guys.
If you'd like to follow us on YouTube, just hit that like button and subscribe.